Okay. I fuck up all the time, actually. So, in case you're wondering, I have this whole bag of cheese here, and I'm contemplating eating it. We're gonna see. I might do that at the end of this, but we may not. Okay. So this isn't real pohe. See, real pohe, it comes from India. It has rice. This is a gluten-free and vegan dish, by the way. Let me look at this before I say that. This is not gluten-free. This is actually nutritional yeast. So if you don't put this on yours, which most people don't, I just do, then it'll be vegan and gluten-free. All right. So first, get ourselves a bowl. More cheese. That's fancy. So I'm just eyeballing how much I actually want. It'll puff up a little bit after it gets wet. So what we do is we wet this, we drain it out. Some people just sprinkle the water in, but I'm just gonna soak it and then drain all the water out, and it'll dry out a little bit before I actually put it in there because I still haven't chopped anything. Drain. Y'all don't need to be looking at the trash the whole time. I'm not even showing you this either, but trust me, it's right there. The angles are weird here in this kitchen. One day I'll get it right. Okay. So I got it wet. I soaked it a little bit. Actually, let me do that again. In India, I wash it, and I haven't really made it much here. Hi! I did wash it last time. I've only made it once in the US. And it's a little different. I feel like it's more of a Spanish pohe in the US because I don't have all of the things like these chilies that I have. These are Spanish chilies. They're not actually Indian chilies, so they're a little bit tamer. But they're still good. And this chili powder that I'm using, it's in the US, our chili powder comes from Mexico, not from India. So again, it's more mild of a flavor. But that's okay if you don't like spicy things. I love spicy things, and I'm going to put hot sauce on mine regardless. And if you are Indian watching this, I'm sorry in advance because I put hot sauce on everything. So, so we got ourselves this. It's, what is it called? American. It's called hing in India, and it's like ashwagandha or something like that. It's like ashwagandha or whatever in the US. I've never actually seen it in a store, but I brought this from India. Yeah, I'll more than likely sing at some point. Just give me a second to show you guys what all the ingredients are first. But yes, I sing all the time. So we have ground turmeric. You can find that in India. In India, they actually use whole mustard, and I have ground mustard. I have hot, and I have regular ground mustard too. I'm going to use the hot stuff. Like I said, I like things spicier. Oh, my holiday song. My holiday song goes, hold on, goes a little something like, it's a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. It's a holiday here. What an awesome day to celebrate the day. Because it's a holiday here. Oh, I didn't find the onion. And yes, I put onion in this shit. mind the mess and all around me, just so you know. It's everywhere. I only have so much energy. Some salt. What do I? Jira. Rah. Jira. I got a whole shit ton of this. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I was just looking in the fridge for the onion before I got on here, and I didn't find it. But that doesn't mean it's not in here. Now, also, in India, you take the onion and you put it in at the very end, and they use a red onion. I have a sweet onion, which I'm probably going to put a little bit in when I saute everything, and then I'll put a little bit in afterwards just to give that extra zing, but I don't like a whole lot of fresh onion in mine. Oh, you're super welcome. I'm glad you made it through the storm. I hate that. Okay. What is pohe? Pohe is a single one. Pohe is multiple. So if you're talking about this little cluster, that's pohe. And just the one, that's a pohe. I'm glad you did it, girl. Okay. Did I show you this as well? I got some tomatoes, which is the Hindi way to say tomatoes. It's pretty similar than what we got. Okay. Anyhoozle, so I'm going to chop up some stuff. First. What do I do for a living? I'm a writer. You can buy my books on lulu.com. I think you can get them off of my website too. It'll direct you to lulu.com. So I'm also a coach. I do spiritual services for people. I'm a professional storyteller and speaker. I do a lot of different things. I did sales for over 6 years. I did door-to-door sales, and I did car sales as well. I also have a lot of experience in customer service. Chat. I want to see all the chats. Where's your Indian boyfriend? Do you get married? I think you have to watch the show. But right now, TJ is in India. I am in the United States. But yes, no, we're married. So, it depends on what kind of pepper you want and how exactly you like them. But for this one, the size of it, I cut it into fourths. I know it's kind of hard for me to cut at this weird angle. I'm very sorry. I gotta figure out something different to do to show you guys. Might not be as sturdy, but I could cut right here. But that doesn't help at all, does it? Whatever. Close enough. I can scoot this. Figure some shit out. So we want to cut the peppers first because they're going to be one of the first things that goes into the oil because we're going to fry this up. They fry almost everything in India. Everything is made with oil. The books I have released Confessions of a Self-Declared Princess. That one's not really worth reading. We have Sunflower. We have Falling in Love. Sunflower is a poetry book. Falling in Love is going through the different types of love before I met TJ. There's Mental Toughness also. I did that more whenever I got out of the sales industry. But I have plenty more coming. There's a book on the way that should be released in the next few months. That is everything that happened in India between the time we got married, the time that all the film crew left, and before the tell-all. So if you're interested in what actually happened on like a daily basis, you're gonna have to read my books. There's what is it? A Whole New World. That one's still in the editing process. That one is about my first time whenever I went to India for the first time. So if you want to know about that, that's in that book. And all the struggles that we had with the family, especially kind of trying to force us to get married beforehand without my family there. It was a whole big thing. But anyways, that one is in A Whole New World. Ronnie is the one that you're going to want to read if you want to know what happened after the film crew left and before the tell-all. Not right now. I don't have a cookbook. I'm going to make a cookbook here soon. I've been writing down like my recipes and everything like that, but I haven't put that in a book form just yet. But I'm collecting everything, so you'll be able to have an awesome vegan American / Indian cookbook. But I'm also Italian, so I can't really say it's American, but I am country as fuck, so there are some country as shit things in there as well. It'll be good once everybody gets to see the final product. Trust me on that. There's recipes for being able to make pasta from scratch, if you've ever been interested in that. Tomato sauce from scratch. But the thing is, I love spice. I'm a very spicy person, especially whenever it comes to different foods. My grandma's Hungarian, so we had this Hungarian guy that was with us on the film crew, and he couldn't find anything spicy. He found one thing at the end of the trip, and everybody was like, "Yeah, we made him cry." But yeah, I love spicy foods. TJ loves sweets, so every time we go out together, they always think that he'll get something more spicy and I'll get something sweeter. So what we've ended up doing is he'll order something I want and I'll order what he wants, and then we'll just switch them because they give him spice. They always are just cautious with me. It's nice, I guess, but it's also very annoying. All right. I'm gonna do all of this onion. She's a woman in total control of herself. And be under a spell. What a woman in total control of herself. Oh, and I am coming out with an energetic book as well. I just started writing that yesterday, actually, so it'll be a while. But if you're interested in that, let me know and I'll make sure to add whatever you're interested in. But I have a pretty cool outline going through angel numbers, numerology, herbs. This might not be the right knife for this onion. Jeez Louise. Goodness gracious. Can you just hold it together while I do this video, please? Okay, me and this onion are gonna fight, so. If anybody is curious, the reason that they don't eat onions and garlic is because they're Jen. TJ's family is Jen to an extent. So they don't believe in eating root things to an extent. I say that because they'll eat like carrots and potatoes. So, with my onions, which I did still eat all the way in India, like I said, I'll just have a couple of them. Oh my goodness gracious! Excuse me. Sorry. I gave my dog a treat yesterday and it looks like she just ate everything out of the middle of it. I get distracted kind of easily. That's okay. Thank you. You're a believer in numerology. Life path number 9? Oh, that's very interesting. I've never met a 9 life path. My brother is a 1. I'm a 5. So 5 is all about wanting freedom. I love numerology. It was one of the first things that I really started to get into whenever I started to look into spirituality. Because I'm a very math-minded kind of person. I wanted to be an algebra teacher. But yeah, if you haven't looked into numerology yet, I feel like you definitely should. You're cooking, I'm folding. Yay! I would much rather... Everybody has this one chore that they absolutely hate. For me, personally, I hate dishes, like, with a freaking passion. I love laundry. I'll do laundry all day long. And sometimes I do laundry all day long. But I hate it. I hate dishes. With a passion. Because every day, you know, you have to wear clothes every day and all. But truly, you eat 3 times a day. The dishes just pile up. I hate dishes. Yeah, there's always a lot, especially if you have a big household. So, I'm just doing olive oil. In India, I use sunflower oil. If you have that with you, that would be great. It's a very light taste. Olive oil holds the heat a little bit better. TJ also uses ghee sometimes. But ghee is not vegan friendly. So if you're eating vegan, then there you go. Alright, so we're going to turn this baby on. Probably need a little bit more, to be honest with you. That was all my vegetable oil. I mean, my olive oil. I have a little bit of vegetable. I need to go to the store. So just coat the bottom and let it heat up a little bit. I'll put this jeera in it. And whenever the jeera starts to bubble, that's whenever you know it's ready to add more stuff. Let that heat up for a sec. I'm lactose intolerant, and sometimes I crave cheddar cheese. Yeah, in India, you have to wash it like every single night before you go to bed. They say that it'll bring bad energy into your house if you leave this stuff from the night before. I take that a little bit more seriously than TJ does, though. I end up doing most of the dishes. Okay. If anybody's curious, this is also something that is like not allowed in India. You can't eat while you cook. I like to do it though. I don't know how much I put in there. Probably like half a teaspoon, half a tablespoon. How do I turn it? I can't turn it. Okay. Well, that's what it looks like, guys. This is what we're dealing with right now. You see how it's starting to sizzle a little bit? That's when you know it's ready. Where's my knife? So first things first, we're going to add our chilies. Let those get a nice brown. Pop it up a little bit. I'm going to put some tomatoes in there actually real quick. I like my tomatoes to get a little fried. And at this point it kind of smells Spanish. This is what my thing was resting on. I'm a pro. That shit, you know. I'm going to put some of that in there. Like I said, in India they wouldn't put onions in. They'd wait until afterwards and have the raw onions, which I have a little bit left for that. Come over here. Thank you. Let that brown. If you're new to cooking, you always want to use something that's like rubber or plastic, because otherwise it'll scrape up and you'll lose all of your non-stick stuff. I don't know who needs to hear that, but I feel like somebody out there needs to hear it. So with ashwagandha or hing, you don't need a whole lot. Truly, like that's probably too much, but I'm going to do it anyway. So we've got jeera or cumin in there. Got some mustard. I put about that much, maybe a teaspoon and a half, perhaps. Add our chili powder. Yeah. Yes, I put in a lot more chili powder than everybody else. But, like I said, it is not as spicy in America as it is in India. So we have to make up for it somehow. Where is that? Already got that. Get some salt. Do salt to taste. And plop our pohe in there. Looks a little red. It's supposed to be looking more yellowy, but we haven't put our turmeric in yet. Usually, they don't put a lot of turmeric in there. Mine's always yellower than everybody's. I don't know if that's a bad thing. It just is what it is. Now, if you also wanted to put tofu in here, you could. I used to like putting paneer in it whenever I was whenever I was in India, but that was back whenever I could have cheese, which I'm about to have some more of. because I love it so much. And it's kind of sticky, but I've also lost a bunch of non-stick on this, which is why I had to make that announcement about not using metal things on non-stick things. Let that go. You get rid of some of its water. Put some of that in just because I fucking feel like it. Now, I like Tabasco on things. Well, certain things. I feel like Tabasco's good on this. You could also use a Louisiana style hot sauce. I feel is great on this. Personally, if you're a hot sauce connoisseur like I am. So right now I'm working through some habanero sauce. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna put in mine. Just turns off. Look. Spice. I have to use this in 4 weeks, so I'm working through it. I got it for Christmas. Can you tell? It's an ornament. I have no idea what the brand is. And I wish I could tell you because it's pretty good. I also like mango habanero sauce too. If you get the stuff that's from like Buffalo Wild Wings, that would probably be good in here if you like something sweeter. TJ prefers like sweeter pohe. So he'll put, TJ will put grapes in his and raisins in his and peanuts, stuff like that. He'll put something that'll make it a little bit sweeter to eat. And then we'll transfer it. It's a little stuck on there. Honestly, in India, I would put chana masala in it. If you have that, which I don't here, I really need to go get some. If you have that, it's phenomenal. And I would have put that in at the beginning whenever I was putting the other spices. I really only wait to put turmeric and salt in. She ain't got no money, her clothes are kinda funny, her hair is kinda wild and free. Oh, but love grows where my rosemary goes. Oh. And her love's a mystery. My husband would have let. Oh. How do you feel about putting cow urine? I think I answered that in the show. So if you need a refresher, you could watch the show again. Yeah. It smells really good. But that's it. This is the final product. And I want to like eat it so you guys know if it's okay or not, or my opinion on it, because I think I messed up a little bit, to be honest. But I'm also terrified that I'm going to do this and burn the fucking shit out of my mouth. So wish me luck. I'm going to do it anyways. I put too much tomatoes in it. It's too tomatoey. It's okay though.
I don't know. It needs something. It probably, the thing I'm feeling like it's missing is probably the chana masala. I'll put more mustard in it. Just, it's not right. Not right. One of these days I'm going to cook on here and you're going to be like, damn, that looks good. I'll get it right one day.